Sisters who watch. Sisters who watch. Sisters who watch.
The Bear.
Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to Sisters Who Watch.
Hi, I'm Shelby.
And I'm Laura. We're sisters who watch everything. TV, movie, sports, concerts, and even chefs yelling at each other. We love to watch, and we love talking about it even more. Today we're watching
The Bear. Season 4 of the FX on Hulu Emmy-award winning series.
Yes, that's it. And before we get into review, please make sure you're giving Sisters Who Watch 5 stars. 5 stars wherever you listen. Rate, download, subscribe. Follow us at Sisters Who Watch on all social media platforms. Thank you for your support. All right, Shelby, let's get into it. The Bear, season 4, the final season. Tell us a bit more about this show.
Yes. So, first off, Laura, it actually was removed for season 5. So, we're back.
Wait, what? They marketed this as the final season.
Classic studio. They're not going to stop making The Bear until they really have to, okay?
I'm sick of the show. Honestly, after the finale, I was like, okay, like, yay, I no longer have to watch this show that everyone talks about. Oh,
Joke's on
gosh.
you.
Joke is on me. Joke is on me. Okay, so not the final season. Even though they marketed it as the final season.
I know, and the spoiler alert, last episode gives like an ending,
Right.
that's for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So background on this show.
Oh my gosh.
The logline is a young chef from the fine dining world returns to Chicago to run his family's sandwich shop. And it's created by Christopher Storer and stars Jeremy Allen White, Eben Moss-Bacharach, and Ayo Edebiri, leading this ensemble cast of, misfits in a kitchen. And it's on Hulu. It's made by FX. And we've actually reviewed The Bear in the past, so check out our episodes on season 2 and 3. Honestly, the first 2 seasons were like fire. Like the iconic Fishes episode on, like, for Christmas. Like, there have been some very like iconic episodes. And this show like kind of transformed the way people think about half-hour shows and comedies. The big debate, is it a comedy? Laura, do you feel like The Bear is a comedy?
No. The Bear is not a comedy. The Bear is not a comedy. Anyone who thinks The Bear is a comedy who's laughing?
My brother thinks that it has funny moments. Jason definitely does.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting.
I think The Bear is a drama, or maybe you could say a dark comedy. Maybe it's like satirical. Maybe like it's so dark. It's funny, but I'm trying to think the last time I laughed. Like, I think I laughed in the last episode of this season because I was just like, Carmy's crazy. It's category fraud. The fact that it's been in the best comedy series category for years now and has won multiple times. I'm so glad Hacks is finally getting some steam and has been winning some awards, because that is way more of a funny show.
Yes.
In my opinion.
I don't know. I feel like this season felt the same as last season. I feel like the storylines were the same.
I think you're right. There wasn't much difference. Like, I do think season 3 was about like starting the restaurant, right, and trying to be a fine dining establishment and learning what that looks like, and shadowing like Olivia Colman. Like, it was a lot of like information gathering. And I think this season it was like, okay, we're a fine dining restaurant. We need better reviews. We need to make money. How are we going to make this work? So it felt like a slight change, but still not that different. And so coming in, I was curious. I do think season 3 last year was kind of universally panned as not being as good as the first 2 seasons. Like, there wasn't really much to be excited about, besides I remember for me that like napkins episode that Ayo Edebiri directed. Like, I remember really liking that. But besides that, there wasn't that much that people were excited about.
Yeah.
So even though I was like, okay, I'm going to watch The Bear season 4, I wasn't rushing, which is why I literally just finished it. It took me a while, about a month later from release. And you had finished it a few weeks ago?
About like a week a week to 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I watched it kind of late. I watched the first episode and I was like, yeah, I think my expectations were low coming in because I really did not like season 3. I thought it was really boring. Okay, Shelby, what were some of your favorite moments of the season?
Okay, let's think back. I'm kidding. They were figuring out the fine dining restaurant, right?
Mhm.
Cousin is like, okay, let's hire some people that I worked with who know how to work in a fine dining restaurant, know how to be
Right,
front of house. Like, so I
right,
liked in the first few episodes, they were getting like a broader team, even though they're like, stop hiring people. But you do need like the right people to make the restaurant work.
right.
So I liked how we had like a broader crew come together to make things work. So I thought that was nice because I do think the bear is a lot of like chosen family themes. Like
Mhm.
it's a lot of like, okay, we're working together, but we're also a family and we're a group of misfits, but we all kind of get along and we're all just like coming together to like be our best selves. Like, right, Tina's gonna become a better chef and Marcus is gonna become a better pastry chef. And like, how can we help each other and learn? And even though they're crazy, they all really do care about each other, it seems like, and they want to be better. Like even Neil Fack's character, he's like, yeah, I'm like nervous about front of house, like people like respecting me and trusting me. And Richie's like, no, you're good at this. You deserve to be here. They shouldn't like doubt you. Don't doubt yourself. You know, like I think this season it was less like bringing people down and more like supporting each other. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I feel like this season there was less of that chaotic fighting
Yes.
energy, which is what I think a lot of people love about The Bear.
Mm,
So I think maybe that was also why I thought the season was boring, right? It had
interesting.
literally the same storylines as last season. And there was less chaotic fighting. And we see in the last episode, we finally get, right, like that conflict, that yelling that people love about this show. And I think that was one of the best scenes of the whole season when it's like Richie and Carmy and Sydney in the alleyway, like talking and yelling at each other. That to me is kind of where the bear sings. And I feel like we missed a lot of that.
Mm,
So yeah, it was definitely less conflict. It was more of that kind of tension throughout the
mm-hmm,
season. I did like the moment where Richie is like, okay, we're trying to save money, but this family, right? They're visiting Chicago and they
mm-hmm.
really want to try a beef. They want to try a beef sandwich. And Carmy's like, no, we're not going to do that. And then, but they make it happen. And the family's like, oh, we've never seen snow. We've never seen snow. And then they make it snow. I thought that was really cute. Um, and I think that kind of highlighted why they're a fine dining restaurant, right? They want to
Mm-hmm.
make it personalized. They want it to be special
Mm-hmm.
and to make people happy, dreams come true. So I thought that
Mm-hmm.
was a sweet moment.
Agreed. And I think that shows Richie's growth in particular. Like
Yes.
thinking back to when we first met Cousin and where he is now, it's like give him the award for biggest character development.
Something else I liked that episode called Worms, and that's the one where Sydney visits her cousin to do her hair. And I thought that was like really fun. And then we see them like cooking and talking to the daughter. I thought that was fun. And also, like, as you know, Black woman, I feel like we relate to taking our braids out. And when Shapiro was like, "Oh, can we talk? Can we talk today? Can you come over today?" She's like, "Well, I'm getting my hair braided." And he was like, "Okay, well, can you come in 2 hours?" And she was like, "Oh, that's not how hair braiding works." So I thought
Not a
that was
haircut.
funny. No, it's not a haircut. It's not a blowout. So that was a good little nugget. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I like get Sydney getting more screen time and character development. So I thought that was a good episode. And it was directed by Janixa Bravo. Did you also catch that in the credits?
No, I didn't. We
And I was
love
like, I
an
know her.
episode directed by a Black woman.
Yes. So that was exciting.
And I will say, Laura, that episode, Worms, was written by Io and Lionel Boyce, who plays
Mm.
Marcus. So
Oh,
I
okay.
think
Black.
that's why we felt the
Yeah.
authenticity.
We resonated with it so much. Yeah. No, when like this yeah. When we saw like the bag of dead like braiding hair.
Screaming.
I was like, only a Black person knows about that.
So funny, literally. But yeah, no, I was I thought that episode was good. I also um, liked the scallop episode
Mhm.
because it was cool to see, Sydney kind of thrive and like make this scallop dish that everyone's raving about. I'm like, yes, girl, you know what you're doing.
Yes.
Um, I also thought that was good because it showed Ibrahim, who had been kind of running the beef shop in the back, kind
Yes.
of be like, oh, I want to grow this. I want to talk to consultants. How can I be better? And like look at the books and like just taking ownership. And I feel like I love how, the various characters are kind of having their moment to shine. I feel
Yes.
like the Bears done a good job at that. I'm like, okay, it's not just Carmi's show. Like Ibrahim's gonna have a moment. Marcus is gonna have a moment. And so I appreciated that from that episode. But honestly, I think my favorite episode was the Bears episode, the wedding episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that was that felt very cinematic.
Classic the Bear. When all the family members come that it's going to be
Absolutely.
entertaining. And I was binging, right? Because I was behind and trying to watch. And I was like, an hour-long episode. I was like, uh-oh.
Right.
Like, I'm not ready. So funny. And I feel like the fact that they have like all of these actors like playing the family members.
It's
You had
crazy.
John Mulaney, Bob Odenkirk, Jamie Lee Curtis, Molly Gordon. Is it Gillian Jacobs?
Gillian.
Gillian Jacobs, like Sarah Paulson. I was just like
Allison Brie? No,
Alice,
Brie Larson. Brie
Brie
Larson.
Larson. Yeah, Brie.
I get them confused. Yeah, Brie Larson played the hated cousin.
Francine Pack. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
These people are so funny. But I think that was just, and it's relatable. We all know family dynamics can be tough at times.
Right.
So it was hilarious to just see that played out. I think their family is by far the most chaotic I've probably seen on a TV show in a while. But it was hilarious how they all got together for cousin's ex-wife's wedding.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. I was like, why is everyone here?
Why are all these family members here? Why are you guys
this
invited?
Isn't your family. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, okay, it makes sense, like, a few of them to be. But it's like, why is John Mulaney there?
And it's crazy
because weird.
Gillian Jacobs' character was like, yeah, I don't have, like, my family's not here, but you guys are my family, and I don't want to lose you just because I'm not with cousin.
It's giving plot hole.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's giving stretch.
They just wanted a reason to get everyone together, because I'm like, there's no what they really got that close to Gillian. I mean, maybe they could have. Maybe they could have gotten that close to Tiffany. But I was like shook. I liked it, don't get me wrong, because that was funny to have them all together. But I was trying to figure out, none of these people are related to you, girl.
No. And they're your ex-husband's family. Why would you want so much of your ex-husband's presence there? What did you think of when they were all under the table talking?
I thought classic the Bear, finding like bizarre ways to interact.
Yes.
I was like, this is a new twist on a wedding. But I thought it was cute that they were all trying to be there for Richie and Tiffany's daughter.
Yes.
Like, I thought that was sweet. And I do think the Bears had more sweet moments this season. Like you mentioned, like that dinner, really catering to that family. And then all of them getting under the table and saying what they're scared of to make the little girl feel better about being scared about dancing with her new stepfather.
That's cute.
Like, aww, it was cute. Bizarre that they all fit underneath the table. I was like, how big is this table?
I know. I was like, what table is this? What is this clown table? Like, be for real, the Bear. I know. I was watching that scene being like, what is happening? And it's like, why is Carmy's mom, like Jamie Lee Curtis, at the wedding? Like, that's so strange. Like, ain't no way they're that close. Like, that was so weird.
So funny. And every time she's around, she just causes drama and is so dramatic and crying. And it's like, girl.
And Claire Bear's also there. It's just like everyone
Why is Claire Bear there?
It's nonsensical.
How do we feel about Claire Bear and Carmy?
Nothing. Like, I literally don't feel anything about them. Carmy's dysfunctional. Claire is fine. I mean, I feel like like none of these characters are root worthy. Do you agree? Like I'm not invested in Carmy and Claire's relationship. Like he's just so dysfunctional, and I'm like, why would I want to root for this couple and want him to be with her? Someone who seems nice and like is doing something with her
Normal.
life.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fair. As the hopeless romantic in me, part of me is like, I want them to figure it out, but Carmy has to do a lot of work to get to that point. And I don't know if he'll be able to do it.
What were some of your least favorite moments that stood out to you?
I feel like the fact that Sydney is still declining this job offer
Girl.
at a competing restaurant is tough.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same storyline as last season. And I'm like, girl, it feels like, once again, I think we talked about this in our last review of last season and the season before. Like, why is the Black woman sacrificing her own happiness for the sake of Carmy, this disastrous white man? Like, I just don't understand, like, why she is doing this. Like, she is only hurting her future. Like, Shapiro was like, what are you doing? The bear is tanking. The bear is literally tanking. Carmy is spiraling. Why do you want to work with these people? You can start new. You have this huge opportunity. I just don't like seeing Black women sacrifice their own happiness and goals for everyone else because it feels like the right thing to do because you've invested so much time. This is my family. Your coworkers are not your family. I know this restaurant is like different, but it's like, girl, you gotta do what's best for you. And staying at the bear is not what's best for you. Like you're just making yourself miserable by being there. I'm just such
Uncle
a frustrating
Jimmy was like, why are you still here? He was like, you're great. You're young. You're a star.
Right.
Why
Your
are you
talent's
wasting your
being
time?
wasted. Your talent is being wasted by being at
Everyone
this
said that
sinking
was crazy.
ship. A sinking ship. I'm just like, I'm sick of it. I'm like, Sydney, writers, like this season would have been like correct, right? Sydney moves on to work at this restaurant. Carmy, like has to pick up the pieces. Like, why are we doing another season? Like it felt so final. It really did. I'm just like, free Sydney. Free Sydney.
Yeah. And it's tough because she's not spending time with her dad. Her dad gets
No.
sick. I was like
this was not a good season for her. And we had
it wasn't.
literally listened to last year's podcast episode. We had the same debate. Should Sydney stay at the bear? Should Sydney take this new job offer? And I'm just like, and we ended up back exactly where we are at the sinking ship, and she's miserable.
And I'm like, what about her love life? Remember her and Luca had like a little moment?
I know, and I feel like we just abandoned all of that. I'm like,
And now he's working at the bear and they're not even doing anything? Seems like a plot hole.
It does seem like a plot hole.
Seems like a plot hole.
Really
what happened?
Does.
I'm invested in the romance. Come on.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a missed opportunity. And remember, there was also something between like her and Marcus.
Yes. They abandoned all of it.
There was a whole weird thing between Marcus and Sydney, and we just never addressed that.
No, they have to.
And right
that
now,
better be a love triangle next season since Luca
they're
and
not
Marcus
going to.
are
they're
now
not going to do that.
Doing pastry together.
I'm just like, yeah, that was the least favorite moment for sure. I feel like the personal lives of the side characters.
That's what it is. It's the personal lives.
Like,
I think they're being invested in.
Yeah.
We're just not seeing as much of their life outside of work.
Yeah. So that was I'm just very upset for Sydney. Like I don't want to watch another season of her being traumatized by all the people at the bear. I'm just like, I'm sick of it. I really am. Set her free. Free Sydney.
So, speaking of Sydney's freedom, we have to talk about the final episode.
Yes.
Which was like, what do you call it? Where it's just they're in like one location. It was like a bottle episode. They're literally in the alley the whole time.
Yeah.
Because the cliffhanger the episode before, Sugar's husband is checking in with Sydney about whether or not she's signing the agreement. And she is like, oh, I haven't signed it yet. He was like, well, I just want to make you know, like, Carmy had me change something. He wanted me to take his name off of the agreement. And she was like, what?
Oh, my gosh.
Carmy, you're supposed to be partners. communicate to not Sydney finding out that you are leaving the restaurant before you tell her.
What a
So
mess.
it's literally before the
What a
start
mess.
of dinner service. She's outside, frustrated. Carmy comes out like, "What's wrong?" And she was like, "I'm just smoking." She's like, "You don't smoke." She's like, I
That
needed
was
air."
funny.
And
Yeah.
he's like, "Why?" And then finally she's like, "Well, I, just looked at the agreement and apparently your name's not on it." And then they just have this huge fight.
When I tell you this episode was the only episode I was laughing. Like them being like, "You don't smoke," and she's like trying to smoke. Like that was actually funny. And this whole like screaming match in this back alley was
I
actually
told
entertaining.
you,
I was locked
I
in.
laughed when
I was
I was
locked
like,
in.
Carmy's insane. This is hilarious. What was he
Yes.
thinking?
That was the one scene because we talked about this. We were kind of doing other things, multitasking. Like this season was boring. Like same storylines. I was looking at recaps of the episodes. I'm like, so nothing happened. It was like they look at the finances. They try and speed up the process of plating the pasta dish. And it's just
It's
like
true.
the only interesting episodes were the wedding episodes. The braiding hair one I thought was interesting. And the finale. Like 3 out of 10. And they also had more episodes than usual. But yeah,
Okay. I thought I peeped that. I was
yeah,
like,
it's usually
why do I
8.
feel like I'm
There were
struggling to get
10.
through this? I was like, there needs to be. I literally, when I got to 8, I was like, oh, I'm done. And then I was like, what?
No, you're not. And it's like this season could have been half the episodes. Make this season 6 episodes.
It's crazy because I normally love more episodes in the season.
Yes.
It's like, yes,
this
give me
season
more.
dragged. This
But
season dragged.
this season, I feel bad because this show at one point captured so much magic. It
I
was
know,
like
right?
everyone's favorite show.
I know.
And even at my job, I've talked to people. I was like the only person watching it. It's like everyone stopped watching there.
Yikes.
Like, people don't watch it anymore.
Because
I mean,
it's
obviously it's been renewed, so some people are.
Yeah,
but it's not at the
clearly.
peak that it once was, basically.
No, there was a point where I agree where everyone was watching it. I think after last season, since last season was so rough, and right, it lost the Emmys, right? People and right, no one's really talking about this season.
I have not heard anything.
No one's really talking about it. So I feel like, yeah, I mean, I this season might be worse than season 3. I don't know. But the last episode, we didn't finish talking about the last episode. Like, so Sydney and Carmy are yelling about, why aren't you communicating? You just want me to do this by myself. Like, right, she turned down this amazing job opportunity, right, for Carmy to just leave her. Oh my gosh. And then Richie comes out being like, what's happening out here? Why are you yelling? And then Sydney's like, Carmy's leaving the bear. And then Richie goes into old Richie mode. They're literally like choking each other.
when he and then Carmy's like, I was at Mike's wedding. Richie literally got in his face and was like holding his neck.
They were like head to head. Like, girl.
I was like, Richie's back.
I was like, yes, finally, something interesting is happening.
Oh my gosh, Richie is so funny.
Yeah. Oh and then gosh. They clearly had a breakthrough. And then they were hugging and being like, I love you and all this stuff.
I know, and then Sugar comes in and gives him a hug.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, is Carmy old enough to retire?
How old do you think he is?
He must be in his 30s.
Like maybe 35.
Yeah, I was like highest late 30s.
Yeah.
Jeremy Allen White, I think in real life is like 33.
Yeah, I feel like Carmy.
He's 34.
Yeah, probably like early. I think probably early mid-30s, right?
That's what because I'm like, people start being chefs young, so I'm like, I was thinking he's early 30s, but it's like,
I'm like, with what funds?
I know. I'm like, this isn't practical to retire. What are you gonna do?
No,
this is like your main skill set.
Yeah, I think that. What did you think of his reasoning for wanting to leave? He's like, I know that I'm the core of all the problems at the restaurant. Like, I'm trying to, remove myself from the situation. They're like, this is for you, all this stuff. What do you think of that?
I can understand that he's trying to help, but I think he's helping in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like, saying this is for you.
It's not. It's really for you.
It's not for me. It's for you. You want to get out. You
need to work on yourself.
You need to work on yourself. You know how draining this is. You know that you're not your best self.
Yeah, you need a break.
You need a break. You're burnt out. It's not about me, because this is your restaurant. This is your idea. This is your initiative. You wanted to make this fine dining. Like, yes, we've helped on the menu and stuff together, but like,
Yeah,
Carmy
it's
is the
his
bear.
vision.
So
Yeah.
you're leaving after being like our leader. Like,
And the restaurant is in shambles. And he's like, well, I'm going to stay. I'm going to help. I'm going to, get us out of the hole. It's like, okay. Yeah, it just didn't make sense. You could
no.
have done this. You could have communicated this so much more clear and
Take a
maybe
sabbatical.
leave. Yes, take a sabbatical, or yeah, like it's so extreme to be like, I'm removing myself from like ownership.
Literally. Like, if anything, slowly remove yourself. Like, be like, hey, guys, I need to take a bit of a break, so I'm only going to work like 3 days a week. Or, oh, I'm going to do half days. Or, oh, I'm going to give Sydney some of my duties. Like, like, not a good leader. Just cutting it
No.
off right away and not communicating.
Right.
And I'm like, I wonder what was the straw. Like, do you think it was him talking to his mom? Was it him talking to Claire? I'm like, what led to him to be like, okay, done with the bear?
What do you think is going to happen next?
I don't think he's going to leave.
I mean, how is the show going to work without him?
It won't work without him.
No.
This is season 5. So,
oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Like, the bear is synonymous with Carmy, Like,
yeah,
it wouldn't be the same without him.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
they
agree.
could do like what they're doing with Meredith on Grey's, where it's like she does cameos, right? Like, she's kind of more of a guest star. But I just don't. Will people keep watching if it's just like
I mean, it
the
sounds like
Richie
people aren't
Sydney show?
watching.
No, like, yeah, I think they kind of need him.
Yeah, I agree. Or give Sydney like her own spinoff, right? Like, that's interesting. Sydney a spinoff running her new restaurant, and there's like a new team or something. That's more interesting to me. Yeah. Okay, Shelby. Is this season 4 of The Bear, is it a wait or a watch?
As much as I want it to be a watch, I do think it's a wait.
It's an absolute wait.
I had to force myself to watch it. Like, to be honest, breaking the fourth wall, we needed a podcast episode to do, and Laura had seen The Bear already. I had only seen episode 1, so I had to like binge it in a few days and had to like force myself to watch it because I rather watch like
eyes
literally
open.
eyes open. I'm like, watch the bear, because I'd rather right now watch like Love Island or Bachelor in Paradise or The Gilded Age or This Is When I Turn Pretty, and I couldn't watch any of that because I needed to watch The Bear. And the fact that I have to force myself to watch your show, not good.
Yeah,
it's not as fun as it used to be.
Yeah, I think like we talked about, the first 2 seasons really did have that magic. And I think they tried to bring it back with the wedding episode, and like
that was good.
We talked about, it was definitely more of a highlight, but it also felt kind of forced. Like, why are they all at this wedding? Like, it didn't make sense.
The Fishes episode or some of the other ones from the years past that like it was like magic in a bottle. It made sense. Like, okay, it's a flashback showing the context of the crazy family and the Christmas dinner. Like, this felt forced. Completely
right. And it felt, I don't know, kind of gimmicky maybe.
Yeah, at this point.
Right?
Like, okay,
it felt gimmicky. Okay, we have to get all the people together. Let's get all the family. Let's bring more guest stars. Let's bring Brie Larson. Let's get them all under the table together. Like, it just, it felt like a bit to me, a little bit. Yeah, I just thought the season was really boring. Like, I actually was not, it was hard to focus and pay attention while watching it.
Literally was like,
it was rough.
Making partyful invites and TikToks while watching.
Oh, same. Absolutely. So yeah,
Yikes.
don't watch. I'm so sorry. Like,
no,
I'm
sorry.
I probably, maybe I'll watch season 5, but I really thought this was a finale. There's no reason to make another season. I'm tired of the show. I'm really tired of the show.
Oh no, Laura.
And as much as I love Ayo Edebiri, like, give her own spinoff. I'll watch her in other stuff. Like, I don't want, like, the story's over. The story of the bear is over. What else is there?
She got what she needed from this, Like,
right. She has a platform. She's everywhere. She's Emmy nominated.
A star.
She's
a
star.
rising star.
She's a star. Like, she's everywhere now.
She's set.
Yeah. End the show. Like, why? End the show. Eben Moss Baccarat, like, he's in the Fantastic Four. No one needs this show anymore. It's dragging.
No, they really don't. It's crazy.
Not at all. Yeah. So, on to our What to Watch segment. What's coming up next, Shelby, related to the bear?
Well, I know we really sold it, but The Bear has been renewed for season 5.
Oh, God, no.
Get ready, 2026.
Oh, no.
I hope you're all excited. Also, If you really like Cousin and want to see more of him, he will be in Fantastic Four this summer. And if you do want to support Ayo, she's going to be in the new Luca Guadagnino movie, After the Hunt, with Julia Roberts and Andrew Garfield.
Sounds like a buzzy cast. No,
I know. I can't wait.
And you know how everyone is comparing her to Julia Roberts?
Comparing who to Julia Roberts?
Ayo Edebiri.
Why? What is this?
I've seen this meme online. They're like, Ayo Edebiri's the new Julia Roberts. Like, there's just pictures of them. They're like,
I have not heard this at all. What are you talking about?
Look it up. Ayo Edebiri, Julia Roberts. And there's like pictures of them side by side. And Ayo Edebiri's just like smiling and like hair blowing in the wind.
She wears the suit.
Because she wears a suit and she has a similar like toothy smile. And like her hair.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen this.
I've seen these memes. People are like, our new Julia Roberts.
The internet's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, so we were like, Julia Roberts and Ayo Edebiri in a movie. I'm like, everyone's calling her the new Julia Roberts.
I have not heard that.
Because they look alike, that's what the kids are saying online.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, so I mean, I'll watch it. Luca Guadagnino, right? Challengers. I'll be there.
Call Me by Your Name.
I'll watch it.
Luca knows how to make a movie. Yeah, it comes out in October, so get ready.
And also the Emmys. Of course, we'll be watching the Emmys.
Of course, The Bear season 3 did get nominated for some Emmys, so
hopefully
we'll see if it wins.
It does not win
in the fall, and we'll see if The Bear season 4 gets nominated next year. At this rate, it could be one of those things like people just check the box, like, oh yeah, The Bear, even though they know the quality is not what it used to be. So
no, I'm like, it's probably one of my least favorite shows I've seen this year. There's been a lot of good TV.
Oh no, will it make your worst content list?
Stay tuned. We'll see. Ruh-roh. Yeah, so, all right. Well, if you enjoyed this episode of Sisters to Watch, please make sure you're giving us 5 stars. 5 stars wherever you listen.
Yes, chef.
We didn't even say that once. They didn't even say that they barely said it this season.
I didn't even say that I look like Ayo Edebiri today. I dress like Sydney. I have an apron.
Yeah, you did.
I have a scarf.
I know. My hair is too big to wear a scarf
Well, if you're watching us, hopefully you saw my look.
Yes.
Channeling Sydney.
Yes, so, rate, download, subscribe, and follow Sisters Who Watch on all social media platforms.
Yes, we want to hear from y'all. DM us, comment, email us, all the things. Thank you for the support.
We appreciate y'all.
Stay watching.